Good evening, friends. My name is FirefoxRBLX. I make Roblox videos, and today's Roblox video, we will be discussing what the heck is up with Roblox events. And it is currently 1:46 in the morning. I can't sleep because for some reason I can never force myself to go to bed at an early time, so we're getting this video after dark. And yes, I have to be quiet because my parents are sleeping, and I am a wimp. Now, originally I was not going to sit here and rant about how bad the events are lately, though after thinking about it, events are bad lately. And I rarely bash Roblox. I mean, I make videos where my characters of mine that represent the community bash Roblox, but me personally, very rarely have I ever, in a discussion video where I only express my thoughts, have said, this thing about Roblox sucks and I do not encourage it. I can't decide whether or not I'm looking at past Roblox events with nostalgia, but it's just, the old events seem to have so much heart and compassion and soul from the admins developing the events themselves. Whereas nowadays, Roblox events feel almost as if they're just there to make the game developers a quick buck, and by that I mean Roblox events used to be only built by the Roblox admins themselves. However, now Roblox events are just games like the Mad Murderer, and work at a pizza place with some hastily added badges and hats and hardly anything to do with the actual event or holiday that the event is about at all. And let's not even mention the Teen Titans Go event that everybody is, spazzing out about currently, which mind you is also hosted by the game developers. We've unfortunately seen many of the once well-acclaimed holiday events be handed over and ran by the game developers. Holiday events such as Easter or Egg Hunt and Giftsplosion and Halloween, and it's all very alarming. Maybe I'm just blinded by nostalgia, but events are one thing that I don't really want to see change about Roblox. I mean, crap, for all that I care, you can change the UI, you can update the layout of the site, you can change the design of badges, because I recognize that all that those changes are doing are done with the intent to make the site and game look better and more modern and overall run much smoother. However, switching up the way that Roblox events are handled is a completely different thing. Sadly, I and many other people no longer think that Roblox events are fun. They've gone from being an interesting, unique game made by the admins that you'd only be able to play like for 1 week a year, or 1 week ever out of ever, because each version of the game that would come out each new year would be completely different, because it wouldn't just be the same game copy and pasted year after year. It would be a completely new idea and a completely new map, and we don't get that anymore. They've gone from being that to only being a handful of games that are already famous and that we've already played, but this time they have snow on the ground or Easter eggs laying all over the map or some new textures, and it's just something very lazy and very cheap. And that's really all events are anymore. They're just a way to lure players into games of famous game devs to get the game devs a ton of more Robux that they'll eventually cash in to DevX for some real life money. I can understand that the Roblox admins are too busy running the site and making updates to actually sit down for like a week or two to make a custom event themselves, but this... Is it too much to ask for them that if they do hand an event over to the game devs, that they require the game devs to make a brand new and unique game based around the holiday/event, and not just host the event in the Mad Murderer or work at a pizza place for the 5th time? I mean, I'm speaking directly to some of the admins that watch my videos now, and I know that you're watching. Please, P-L-E-A-S-E-E, wait, did I spell that wrong? Yeah, I did. But please, make the events fun again. Very few people have anything good to say about the events. Shoot, myself included. I've only supported many of the changes and new ideas and new things that you guys have been trying with the site, but I have nothing in particular good to say about these new events. With the except of Egg Hunt 2015, which could have been done so well, and given the circumstances, of game developers handling the Egg Hunt It was such a big letdown to see how they handled it. I know I've just said this, but I suggest putting criteria on what the events should be like whenever you hand them over to the game developers. Don't take complete creative control over the game developers, but instead tell them to make a unique brand new game event focused around the holiday, you know? Just kind of like loosely direct them and nudge them in where they should be, because me and many other people are tired of the same old lazy events that we've been getting for quite some time. Now, I imagine some admins and maybe even some game devs that watch this video are saying, "Screw you, Phire, you should be grateful that we even still have events. We could completely remove them if you hate them so much." And you know what? You're right. You could completely remove events, but honestly, I don't think the majority of players, myself included, would care. The community has become so unattached to the events now, and that's due to the fact that the events are no longer special. Like, they don't feel special, they're not memorable, they don't really leave the same impact on us like they used to. Had you have said, okay, well, Egg Hunt 2010, everybody complained about it, so we're done making them. Back in 2010, people would cry, people would be upset, because back then, events were still unique and powerful and left such a good feeling. Even if we hated it in the moment, we look back at those and say, wow, I really miss that, because now we have nothing even remotely comparable to that. Just events no longer really leave the same impact on us like they used to, and as a game company who cares about the memories that they leave the players who play their game, you would think that you guys, the admins, would want to leave a memorable, good impact on players like us. Don't you want us to have good things to say and good things to tell our kids about the game that we're playing? Because for many people, like myself, we've played Roblox for 8 years now. We're gonna remember this stuff whenever we have kids. I mean, shoot, people my age who played Roblox when I started already have kids. And that's crazy. I mean, actually, that's kind of depressing. I'm getting kind of old, but, it's just like, we're gonna end up telling our kids about this stuff. We're gonna end up, wanting to share this stuff with our little brothers, with our little cousins. We don't want to say, welp, the game was much better in my day, but I guess you can play it. I guess it's still worth a try. We don't want to say that. We want to go in telling our little brothers, our cousins, our kids, our family, our friends, you know what? You can play this game with 100% approval from me, saying that this game will be awesome and that you will love it. I mean, I'm purely rambling here, but people complaining about the new site layouts or new design changes, that's a completely different thing than people complaining about the lackluster and very lazy events that, quite frankly, are boring and don't have very much fun to offer to justify a person's time in engaging with them, and that's what we have now. So, back to my audience now after that short message to the few admins that watch me. What do you guys think? Are Roblox events lazy and bad now, or am I just talking out of my butt and wearing nostalgia goggles? Because, whatever you reply with, be sure that I'll read it, and, as always, have a lovely day.